Alright, welcome to another TF vid. I haven't really streamed a lot or played a lot this season, but hopefully
Minions
that's
have
gonna
spawned.
change. Just been kinda ill for like 3 weeks and now I've been ill for 6 days. So let's just get into this game, alright? So in this game, I'm playing against Diana. And my goal here is to just shove early on, see what she does if she's doing the W or Q poke. And apparently she starts Q. So you kind of want to weave in and out, try and dodge Q as much as possible. Here I'm just trying to reach level 2, because as soon as she reaches level 2 it's like Echo, she immediately wants to poke you, and we want to try and prevent that. So I'm kind of like trying to distance myself from her Q, kind of eat there anyway, instead of stepping leftwards. Then I managed to crash in the wave. Here I'm kind of looking if I can gank bot,
First blood.
but they died and then I spot Belveth. So I go back to my tower. Since I was allowed to crash in the wave, my immediate reaction was if I can check bot lane and try and ghost there. Now since Belveth was spotted, I tried to look what Fiddle and Belveth is doing, because Belveth wanted to invade. So she went for a double invade on Fiddle's top side and he was fine. So here we're just keep on farming safely. So this is just pretty standard, she goes on me. It's kinda like a nasty trade on her end, which required, you know, a lot of skill and effort. And here I'm just level 4, so I'm gonna try and shove in, I believe, this wave and then recall. It's my one here. They're pinging top. I think Diana actually ends up coming top here as well. So I end up pushing the wave, because I thought that she would actually recall. Which was kinda weird that we managed to go there. But she loses way more than I do. Because if we look at the CS, I'm up 11 CS and I managed to crash in a cannon wave. But then I realized when I came back to lane she has about the same gold. So it wasn't that much difference from her roaming there. Perhaps more in XP. So here we just go and play pretty standard. We shove in the wave because she shows the tendency to push in the wave. So we're gonna try to match that. Then I get some free poke on her. So I'm gonna then try to get both minions here. Manage to get it. I'm gonna ward in case there are void grubs. We then spot the Diana. She Qs, I dodge it, and we go back to lane. Here she shows the tendency to push as well. So we kinda wanna match that in case we need to roam or be somewhere. Because we're level 6. So we always want to just pay attention to Diana, what she's doing, and dodge as many Qs as possible, like we did there. Here I'm just looking bot in case they were staying with really low HP. But as we see in the replay, they were spam pinging me, which was kinda obvious because they stopped showing. So here I spot the Diana, so I Q to cancel her and force her to stay, because I'm healthier than she is. So naturally I don't want her to come back stronger with more AP, because I've utilized most of her damage by the Russian mercs. We crash in and the wave and then we recall because we have Phage. And then we run back to lane. Here we see that the Nasus was staying with low HP, so we managed to catch him. And then we move towards the void grubs. Here I'm kinda like a bit skeptical because they have Diana Belveth and Poppy was rather low and they might have TP. so I'm trying to do it as quickly as possible. He gets a really good clean here on the Velvet. I manage to sidestep the Diana arm, and then I get Velvet. And I know that the Nasus is coming from top side, so I'm kiting the Diana downwards. So I keep kiting her and keep attacking her. And then I see that he's trying to zone me off the last Void Grub. So I try to go for it, and I manage to get it. And then here we just flash out and we manage to leave. And because Diana is not playing TP, we also get to crush in this wave. And then we get a really nice and clean reset. The only downside is I'm kind of feeling slightly annoyed Diana got 2 kills, but we got all the Void Grubs. So that's a good thing. So hopefully we just, you know, keep on going and we accumulate more gold. Here the lane is just, we wait here for shove to shove in. And then we just cleared the wave. Pretty standard. I think the same thing is gonna be here. We don't really have any sums, so we don't want to push in too far because they have Belveth and Diana. Both of them can leap us. And then we see that they're doing some plays bot lane. So here we take notice of that. I didn't manage to get anything. Instead the Jinx got 2, so it ended up being a 2 for 2. And then I just helped her crash out in case they wanted to stay and sneakily get some CS myself for the play, because I didn't end up profiting too much from being there. And we return to mid, and because she's not showing, we shove it, and Fiddle wanted to start Dragon, so we want to crash that in, and then we want to go and help him, so we can properly hover. Here I just trade onto the Diana for free, then I noticed that I can just run her down, and I end up killing her. That was pretty good reading it. Albeit it might have been a bit risky if Velvet was there, but I felt I just had the power and time to run down and kill her. Then here is Velvet. I end up baiting and dodging.
Shut down.
And then I almost end up getting Velvet as well. And we focus on plates. Poppy ends up, I don't know, chasing, and I believe he dies to Diana, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, she catches him with Q based on minimap. We reset, and now if we look at the score, Diana is 5 kills, and that's not really good, but we're pretty strong ourselves, so we're just going into Kraken Slayer immediately. Here I kinda fuck up, I wanted to go for something else, so I just end up getting both of them, which was kinda delayed, but I had a different mind when I wanted to go for it. I screwed up the aura a bit. I wanted to see if I can get a double, which ended up happening anyway, so the result later on was fine. Here I'm trying to get to the tower. So I wanna crush in, get the tower and reset. So I'm actually really fed right here. Got 2 item power spike. So we're feeling pretty good right now. The team is not doing too hot in terms of jungle and top, but we got all the objectives. And Fiddle is still playing relatively well. I managed to zone here by taking the plant, so the enemy team ended up running into my team, so I didn't get anything from their own. But since I was there in pressure, then we ended up getting double kill. So here I just wanna push the T2. I don't really care that much that they're pushing on T2 power top. Unfortunately, Vayne ends up coming there, and then I'm actually really fucking confused because my team just entered the Diana triple kill. And the Diana, whom I've been solo killing plenty of times this game, is just suddenly 10 kills. I'm thinking, okay, what the fuck is going on? But then I noticed that the Fizz is just doing something randomly, so I end up one-shotting him. And I also see that the Vayne is alone mid, and I know she's not playing with cleanse, so I end up TPing and killing her as well. Now it feels kinda like both mid laners are dictating the game, except that my team is hinting the Diana, whereas I feel like I'm carrying. Albeit maybe, you know, an egocentric kinda remark. Here I wanna go bot lane and catch the wave because bot lane is mid. I end up just doing that. And I try to hover the fiddle. I spot the Diana here. I don't try to bait it because I don't know where my team really was in like close proximity. So I didn't wanna risk giving the Diana shutdown. So I kinda missed out on that play. But we end up getting the dragon for free here, so it's all good. We see if we can run down that guy. We're really happy. My team kinda starts a fight. I end up popping the Diana immediately. Here I just noticed that I can't beat Nasus yet, so I just stun and leave. Then here I try to see if I can help the Fiddlestick. I end up stunning and he ends up fearing him. Then I know because Nasus is in and he doesn't have his R, I'm gonna run this guy down. So I end up getting this guy. So that's really good. And now I'm gonna try and push for the T2 tower. No, I actually end up recalling. So I'm playing it safe here. We got RFC, we're at 10-0, so we're feeling pretty good. There I sped it up too quickly. But I noticed their bot lane was alone again. And since none of them are playing cleanse or supportive champs that have a lot of escape, I just end up ulting and killing the Vayne for free and then also running the Twitch down. Which is pretty important. I end up taking blue, and here we can just use Baron because Diana is bot lane. Here I just want the gold, so I'm contesting the wave with Jinx and Poppy. I take the safe route here, trying to run around. Then I'm on Velvet. I run Caitlyn down, I believe. Here I'm baiting the Diana to go on me. Didn't really end up happening. I tried to get that guy. I just actually kinda, this play I was super annoyed that the Poppy ended up chasing the Vayne. Because I felt if Poppy was actually with us during this play, we would have actually beaten them. So that was kinda frustrating, to be honest. So I was not too happy being shut down there. Because it was my first death and I felt it was kinda Poppy's fault for chasing the Vayne rather than helping us. Because the Poppy was 0-6, he got his first kill by chasing the Vayne, but the Vayne is was 1-6 and now is 1-7, so she's not really an important target. And both Nasus and Diana have shutdowns. So I feel like it was a misplay by Poppy and we got screwed over on that.
Killing spree.
But we're still in the driver's seat for this game. Here I spotted the Bel'Veth alone. So I go for Bel'Veth. And then I'm super confused why my team is fighting mid. But it ended up working for them. Because I just wanted to get the Bel'Veth before the dragon spawns. But then they ended up actually trading with the Fiddle ult rather well, fortunately enough. So I know I can just solo take this dragon to Janna. My damage alone, so that's fine. Now we're on soul point. I'm waiting for Wit's End and now we have 4 items. So we're really tanky here. We go on Nasus immediately here. Because we know we have Fiddle with us, so there shouldn't be an issue. So we managed to get Fiddle here. I immediately try to recall, so I can go for someone else, or we can maybe do some play or catch something, because my ult is coming up and Nasus is dead for half a minute. Since I'm nowhere near Jack Show either, there isn't really too much gold. And since Diana was bot side, I felt pretty safe, but she recalled and immediately ran up. Here we spot these people. Diana ends up going for some reason and just completely insta play. I end up getting Twitch, and then I immediately ghost because I spotted Vayne on a ward, so I knew she was coming up. And then I run the Vayne down as well. I dodge the Bel'Veth W, and then I try and run Bel'Veth down as well. And I managed to stun Bel'Veth, and then just auto attack her to death with the build. Here, since the Baron isn't up yet, we just tried to go for the inhibitor. Then we play it safe by going Baron because we know Diana has respawn and has R. And since she died for free, she might have flash, which we can see in the replay that she has. So we just go and aim to nuke the Baron and immediately recall. It's fine trading here. Inhibitor for Nasus, that's not really too important. Again, we have Baron and I think we should be full build soon. My team ends up like fighting or getting caught slightly, which is a bit confusing, but it doesn't really matter that much because we managed to clear the wave, so they can't really end the game. Here we try to chase the Vayne, and it's not really working out. So I have to R, and I managed to get her. Then we see with the Jinx here. So we try to bait this, see if they go, but since it's a bit risky, I decided to step up in the bush in case the Bel'Veth jumps over or W's me, because we're not sure if it's warded or not. And then we just collect all the Infernal. I try and be here for a pick, and I ping my team. But my team didn't listen and actually ended up dying to Diana because, let's just call them very smart individuals. They'll listen to the guy that's 18 and 1. They'd rather go and be on the opposite of the river and just die 1v2 to the Diana. So that was kind of tragic. So the game gets stalled out a bit, but there's nothing really to worry about it. It's kinda sucks that we didn't get the Nasus for free because these people didn't listen. So we just return mid, we try to farm for Elixir. I spot Diana, I pop the plant, pretty safe here. I believe I wait like 10 gold. I get the Elixir of Iron to max out tenacity. I see Diana is just being alone for no reason, so I immediately ult and kill her. Then I run down the Twitch because I know I have Ghost. And the Jinx managed to snipe him with R. Then I run down this guy as well. And I will just flash and kill him with a few autos. I snipe him with the Q. We get the Vayne 2 and then we just end the game. So we managed to actually get enough picks towards the end to just solo carry the game. Which is really important, that you play TF and you look to punish mistakes when the enemy team are just like split apart and stuff. That's very important. So yeah, I thought this was a pretty good game to record. My team inted their asses off to the Diana, so the Diana actually ended up with 20 kills as well. But this showcases that if you just play better and you're just more insightful, you can punish harder people, even if they're fed. So I just managed to outcarry the Diana and punish her on her mistakes. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And I will try to stream or upload more often. So goodbye.